Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to your daily divine messages from Spirit. Took the weekend to rest and recover so we could prepare for this next 21-day series that we have called the 21-Day Soul Cleansing Journey. It's one of my most favorite workshops to hold. I've been holding them since 2016. January 1st, 2016 is my very first workshop. And I was just called every time that I'm called by spirit to host one. I have a different I there's a different method of how to translate the message, and this time around we're doing it in the daily divine messages. So I'm excited to see what we have in store. We get Tony inside, of course. He wants to come in as soon as I start my message. And so it's gonna every day there's gonna be some a different topic that we'll chat about. The first week we go into being able, the first week we talk about releasing any blocked and limiting beliefs. We'll learn why we have so much struggle with living in alignment with our passions, and we'll take those first steps in letting go of judgments and expectations. Week two, we learn how to design our vision and move in that direction of bliss and flow. And then in week three, we'll take those steps, learn how to take transformative action that will lead us for the second half of 2024 into conscious love, to live freely, fully, and deeply in conscious love. So, if this is something that interests you, if this is something that excites you, if this is something that you would like to be a part of, then welcome on. So, the first day that I like to go into is the day of our our history, for summer history, because it's important to understand where we come from so we can make better assumptions about our personal conditions. We all have a story, and my definition of bliss means to express our own voice. So, I want you to take a look at this, at your story, your history, where you've come from. I come from a family of generations of freedom fighters, of royalty, spiritually, physically, that were taken off of our throne, and now back in, and now rebuilding and reclaiming what is our birthright. And so are you. Who are the people that impacted your life the most? Who are the people that impacted your family history and generations? Who are the people that made you who you are today? And what are the experiences that you went through that made you who you are today? So I'm, I'm being called to be guided by Lemuria, by some tarot from spirit, and by the four agreements of next steps that we can take. As you can see, the card, the bottom of the deck here with Lemuria is the Star Seer. You are the Star Seer. You see the star the star that you are, and you're climbing to reach that destination. And you are seen. The star that you are is seen by your guides, by divine. The cards that came out were the sacral chakra, the core of creation, and loving compassion. Number 3 and number 16. So, what I'm seeing with this too is you are at the core of your creation. The history that you've gone through, the history that you have held within you, the story that has not even been written yet is being created right now. And perhaps with this sacral chakra, perhaps there has been some trauma in your sacral that you have been holding in the past that it's time to release so that you can create, because the sacral chakra holds the the holds the creativity, holds the pleasures of life's blessings, beauties, and benefits, allows you to embrace all pleasures. It's where birth conception is, the conception of ideas of creation, the sensuality of your being. So whatever your history is when it comes to your sacral, you are birthing into something new, and it's important. You see how both of these have wings. Important for you to look at and reflect on the history surrounding by, your birth. Did you have a did you have a I'm hearing for some, your birth in general itself, your birth itself was hard, was a struggle. You have fought to be here since birth. I'm seeing with the wings that it's time for you to fly. You are transforming. The serpent here, the rainbow serpent that's in the infinity sign. This is saying that you are infinitely rising above the traumas, the pains, the struggles, so that you can radiate. And so, love, have loving compassion for your history is what I'm hearing. We may not have had the perfect upbringing. We may not have had the perfect parents. We have not may not have had the perfect life, but we're trying to have loving compassion for where you came from, and for those who raised you, and for what they went through. And you know if we knew better, we would do better is what I'm hearing Spirit say. If the people who have hurt you knew better, they would do better. Have loving compassion. But also I'm hearing, because we'll get into forgiveness, um and on day 4, I believe. And so what I'm hearing with this one here is to have loving compassion for your story. Let's see if Spirit has some messages about your story around regarding your sacral chakra. Yeah, I'm hearing like ancestries, like generational, what was generationally, yeah, what was generationally birthed down into your genetics, your health, maybe how your birth has been. We have the Eight of Cups. What you've always wanted to create, but what you need to emotionally walk away from, what you need to walk away from that is emotionally not serving you. What is it that is emotionally not serving you? We have the Ace of Pentacles, crystals, an opportunity that possibly you feel was overlooked, unseen, missed opportunity. Have loving compassion for yourself. I'm also hearing, taking some crystal baths, using the crystals to help heal and cleanse and purify your sacral so that you can walk away from what is emotionally not serving you. So that emotional pain, right, from whatever your history has been through, to find loving compassion in what it is that you've had to walk away from. Because there is an opportunity on its way. There is a divine opportunity that is filled with joy and bliss and abundance. At the bottom of the deck is Moon. The Moon, listening to your intuition, following your intuition. You see, I'm hearing a lot of background noise here. In the setting, I hear cars starting up, people getting ready for the day. I hear trucks beeping. So it's almost like there is something that is starting up for you, and there is something that is for you to hear, the beeping. It's like an alarm going off. There's something from that your moon sign is all based on your emotional needs. The moon card is about your emotional needs. And here comes the trash. Trash for keeping our place clean. But so there are a lot of things that are showing up that maybe that's what you need to walk away from, that are not emotionally serving you anymore. That's why the moon card is here showing up, to look at your emotional needs, to look at what is not serving you emotionally, and what you need to tap into to serve you emotionally. Listen to your intuition. All of these distractions, that's what you need to walk away from, is what I'm hearing. That's why there are all of these noises in the background, and beepings and alarms and cars revving up, because it's time to start something new. It's time to invest in you, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, that's beautiful. Time to invest in you with loving compassion and walk away from what has not been serving you emotionally. Something that you've been storing in your sacral chakra. It's time to release. The low vibrations that are associated with the sacral chakra is guilt. So I'm hearing releasing that guilt. Guilt is feeling bad for what you did, right? Shame is feeling like you are bad for what you did. So there's some guilt of whatever you feel that maybe was done to you or you did in your past, or however, even the upbringings that we were born into, the poverty that some of us, I'm hearing some of us were born into, that we feel was incorrect, we feel was not emotionally serving for us, we feel was emotionally incorrect. So I'm hearing we should not have been born into poverty, because we are a star, because we are the star seed, and we have this abundance of love and opportunity and protection over us, and we always have. But now it's time to really seek the truth. I love this, especially as we're talking about our story. Seek the truth. This is our next steps that we can take here with the 4 agreements. Be impeccable with your word. This is perfect as we are embodying, embracing, and reflecting on our history. Make sure that, yes, there have been painful things that have happened in our history, but also be mindful of the truth that there are also, where can you see the beauty? Where can you be impeccable with your word as you are uncovering the truth of who you are? You're not broken. You're not traumatized beyond repair. You're not emotionally abandoned. You may have been, but divine is with you in this loving, compassionate protection of grace and mercy and light. And there is beautiful opportunity. So let's see what this reads here. I'm going to set this down. This reads, make sure you can see it okay. When you hear an opinion and believe it, you make an agreement, and it becomes part of your belief, and it becomes part of your belief system. The only thing that can break this agreement is to make a new one based on truth. The truth has the power to set you free. Yes. And I love how these actually kind of look, they kind of remind me, they have the same kind of colors. Looks like it's swirling up, just like how this is swirling up with the orange and the yellows, the color wash that is with the sacral chakra is orange. So I'm hearing maybe reading, maybe wearing some orange, or reading about the healing color of orange is what I'm hearing for some. Actually, I have this book called The Healing Power of Color, how to use color to improve your mental, physical, and spiritual being. So before I close out, I'm being called to just see what is the color orange. If I can find it. Here it is. Okay. I'll read it here. Orange is also regarded as a rather worldly and materialistic color to have in the aura. But again, it deepens in the actual hue or shade. A muddy orange can indicate selfishness, an urge to get there first, pride, and uh, obstinacy. But a clear orange, while of a material quality, shows normal ambition and perhaps denotes the down to earth person with little time for fantastic, for the fantastic. This is I love her style of reading or writing, but this is also from 1984. So trying to like tap into Betty Wood here. I'll just, if you want to take a look and kind of look at that sacral a little bit more, but the color orange here, a pleasing apricot blend orange and pink for the kindly commonsensical, well-balanced type of person. Again, it is a sign of energy, physical vitality combined with intellectual activity, red and yellow. That's true. Those colors to get combined. But if dominating the aura leaves out the softening quality of blue and pink, dominant orange is usually the sign of ambitious, worldly sort of person, usually fairly healthy and not given too much introspection. Interesting. So with all this kind of orange energy, so perhaps there's some that we haven't, it's been more focused around the worldly things about your history. And maybe that's why the moon and the 8 of Cups for tapping into your emotional needs is here. Do a little bit more introspection from within and having loving compassion for yourself as you are seeking the truth of who you are, where you came from. I'm even hearing for some you might want to do some past life, with this journal here. I'm hearing like do some research on your history, on your family, but even tapping into the spiritual Akashic records and hearing what Spirit has to say. That's why Spirit is out here saying, talk to me, listen to your intuition, so I can tell you the star that you are, so I can help you birth a brand new creation of life, so I can help you navigate who you are, where you've come from, and who you're meant to be with loving compassion, because you are not the emotional trauma that you are walking away from. You are the star seer. You are the divine opportunity. You are the opportunity, is what I'm hearing. You are the change. You are the deed. You are the difference. So have loving compassion for yourself, even if your history doesn't have all of the best details. Remember who you are and remember what you are meant to do. This is only day one of the 21-day soul cleansing journey. So looking and reflecting back on this, of who we are, or of who we have been, or where we have come from, good, bad, and or ugly. It does not define what we truly are and have come to do in this human experience, on this soul journey. All right, when we're cleansing our soul, we have to get all of the gunk out, right? So this is a perfect step into this soul cleansing journey, to walk away from what's no longer serving us and to listen to our emotional truth. I even see here how that looks like the sun and the moon. You are the sun and the moon. Okay, you are the night and the day. Underneath that, wanted me to see the 7 of Wands. So stand up for your truth. Stand up for who you are. Really beautiful. Don't let all of the distractions and all of the other, you know, turmoils take you from who you are meant to be and who you are. Really beautiful. Really beautiful. Love that for day one. Love this, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If this resonates with you, give this video a thumbs up and feel free to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell if you'd like to know whenever I am going to be going live for these Daily Divine 21-day soul cleansing journeys. If you would like to book a personal reading with me on any particular day that really resonates with you, you can email me at femrims811@gmail.com, or you can message me on my social media, TikTok and or Instagram at Princess Leah 888. And until next time, my beloveds, peace and love. Namaste. Bye.